One thing I love about what Kendrick has done and changed in the culture with the way he approached the battle with Drake is he's changed the awareness of the culture as far as calling out people who are trying to just vulture and eat off the culture. And they are turning around and having to answer for their culture vulture type ways very quickly. We're getting a lot of apologies these days, a lot of I'm sorry, a lot of I didn't mean to say it, or I was taken out of context from these little goofies who have no business trying to be a part of or profit off hip hop in the first place. I love where we at, and we need to keep going in that direction. Let's get into the discussion. Adin Ross and his apology. My oh my, how things are changing around social media and around the hip hop culture for sure. It's funny to see that, there's a lot of culture vultures that we had to deal with for a long time. You got DJ Vlad, you got Adam 22, you got DJ Akademiks, and they've unfortunately had a lot of success due to the depressed state of the American economy over the last few years in general. But things are changing. Why? Because if we look at it, a lot of these vultures are getting too full of themselves and getting caught in situations where they have to apologize, and people are not accepting their apologies. That's the part I love the most, because if you look at this picture on the screen, we have to remember all apologies are not created equal, right? Shout out to Diddy and being wild as hell, and then winding up going to jail. Light bars. But I just did a video, or released a video yesterday, on Adin Ross top 5 DJ Akademiks, the video that they did where top 5 threatened Kendrick, and then Adin Ross got a little spicy after the fact, after Kendrick's people responded to that video, and he had this to say about those people in LA in general and him not being afraid of going to LA and things like that. Let's take a look.
From LA. I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA, nobody's gonna do shit to me, I promise you, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you. Not me. But I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you and beat your ass. It's that simple, bro.
Now, if you look at that video, one thing that's very funny about it is the guy standing next to him, when he said what he said, got out the frame like right away. He was looking at him like, is this what you want to do? I'm not involved, right? So obviously, and here's the thing with that we have to remember, a lot of these people do use substances, all right? So they get hyped up on certain substances. I'm not saying what they are. I'm not accusing anybody of using anything illegal, any illegalities, but at the same time, this is what happens when you do that kind of thing, is you write a check that your behind can't cash. And this is for any lames out there who don't understand something. Police officers, security, they don't like to be put in dangerous situations. They're regular people, even though it's their job to protect people and things like that. They don't like to be put in those situations, man. And the price goes up quite a bit if you out here threatening people and the situation of protecting you is hot for security, all right? And a lot of times, if you're an out of town person, your security is probably not gonna be from out of town. You're gonna try to hire somebody from the area, and let's just be honest, if you have a problem with the area, they might let you get smashed on. So you have to watch your mouth. So Adin Ross had this to say once somebody got to him, or he just came to his senses. Let's check it out.
Guys, I've been talking to people from LA. I'm actually coming to LA in about probably a couple weeks. Don't put GG's in the chat. Probably coming in a couple weeks. Gonna probably do some Horror Night streams. Gonna go around, do a couple podcasts, stuff like that. So, but I do want to clarify and take a step back and really, in the moment, obviously, I was talking crazy and shit. I'm not necessarily apologizing to people I was talking towards, but I do want to say one thing. LA is to not be fucked with. LA is a serious place, and I love LA. Seriously, I love LA. Now, I'm not folding. I still say fuck you to people that are coming at me. Fuck you. But I'm not saying fuck you to all of LA, because I'm not even joking, bro. People that are in a certain amount of group, rappers, specifically the rapper you guys know I'm talking about, you guys like to pedestal a bunch of these rappers. Bro, LA is deeper than that, bro. There's a lot of dangerous people out in LA that don't even talk on the internet. They don't even care about the internet. People don't talk on the internet. So I'm never trying to disrespect LA. I love LA, bro. I love LA.
Now, this reminded me of the recent video I just did about the company man and What's the Dirt. And What's the Dirt popping off getting backlash, and then having to apologize to the company man, and then kind of disappearing from social media for a while. And here's the thing, like I showed in the intro with the Diddy picture, you can't let these people back in, all right? They have to pay for what they've done completely. Not, soft soap your way out of it, because that's what Diddy was trying to do, right? Even though, it was futile because the federal case was pending already. So it's like, you was raided already, bro. There's no reason to apologize, but it just goes to show you how someone's ego, and that's the problem, is we're dealing with a bunch of lame people, right? Who are not cool. They have self-confidence problems. It's their own issue to me. We have a lot of people out here, especially with social media being available to everyone in the way it is, that they can become popular for little or nothing and then think that they're talented in some kind of way and above other people. And this is what happens, is they get, as we like to call it, out of their body a little bit. And Diddy should be an example of, and not saying Puff Daddy is a culture vulture, because he's not at all, but he's an example of when you let your ego get too out of pocket and you keep stepping over the line and doing too much, the repercussions, that boomerang effect, that karma, that comeback is gonna be just as strong. That's why that video of them popping off, the top 5 kid popping off at Kendrick, and then Adin Ross popping off at LA, and everybody who has something to say on that podcast about him, even though you apologized, it really doesn't mean that you're in the clear, because they just don't have to accept your apology. And it was a half-hearted apology he gave. What's the Dirt was a lot more humble in his apology because he had faced the backlash. See, Adin Ross has not been to LA yet, but it's different, and your energy is different when those people are actually in your face and your security is not helping you, which is a high possibility. We have a lot of, in the past few years, we've had a lot of young rappers who just did too much of the street culture thing, and they ended up losing everything, right? To senseless violence. And this is what all of that, just being fake in general, is a big problem, or was a big problem, and it's starting to correct itself. I really love to see it. I really love to see the apologies. I really love to see social media and the culture stand on business with these people and not let them get away with this nonsense. We need to carry that forward and carry it over to everybody, just being their genuine selves. As one of the greatest MCs of all time has said, you ain't gotta lie to kick it, right? We getting hip hop back to a genuine space, and I love it. And I think we just need to continue that as the culture, as fans of the culture, as the listeners, podcasters, artists, whatever you are, right? Let's continue pushing the culture back to a genuine space, and let's get the vultures up out of here. Thank y'all for watching as always. Comment below, let me know what you think about that. Hit the like button as always, hit that subscribe button, share the video. Thank y'all for watching as always. Quick video, we out.